4 years ago, I was sitting at my dining room table with two of my boys who were still in elementary school. They had opened up their weekly homework packets, ready to hustle through all of the assignments that they had in order to move on to the highlight of their day, football practice. It was the beginning of the school year, and so there was still a lot of excitement in the air over the new school supplies, and they were very eager to impress their teachers. One of my sons flew through it in record time and moved on, while leaving the other boy in the dust, feeling overwhelmed and defeated. He ripped up his papers and declared, "I am done with first grade." Any parent who has been in this situation knows that it is painfully challenging to talk a child through the overwhelming emotions that come with homework. Fast forward 1 year, and I was sitting in that same elementary school at back to school night when they declared that there would be no official homework assigned to students. Instead, teachers were encouraging families to spend the evenings together and for students to prioritize and focus on reading every night. There is a great debate in the academic world over homework and whether homework is creating more positive effects or negative effects on students. I want to focus on why homework should be challenged in school districts, reduced for upper grade students, and completely eliminated for elementary school age students. Alfie Kohn is a renowned author and a great speaker on subjects regarding the family, especially children. He wrote the book, The Homework Myth, and he says, quote, "When you think about it, it's kind of weird that after spending all day in school, kids are asked to do more academic assignments when they get home. What's weirder about it is that we don't think it's weird, that we never stop to ask whether it's logical, whether it's consistent with our ultimate goals for children's development, or whether any research supports it. Why do kids need to work a second shift when they get home on academic assignments?" End quote. You might be surprised that for as long as we have been issuing homework assignments, that no research has ever found a benefit to assigning homework of any kind or of any amount, especially in elementary school. In fact, even in high school, the association between homework and achievement is weak, and data has not proven that homework is responsible for a higher academic achievement. So my children have proven that they do not enjoy homework. Even my son, who found it to be easy and flew right through it, he regards homework as a chore, and that he's only willing to do it in order to move on to something else that he enjoys more. So Kohn explains that this is the equivalent to teaching children that homework is like a vending machine. When you put in an assignment, out you get is learning. But we know that that is simply not true. What homework doesn't do is it doesn't initiate creativity, but it reinforces that learning is a task rather than a passion sparking imagination. He says that homework may be the greatest single extinguisher of children's curiosity that we have ever invented. Now, one argument that might be had when in favor of homework is that it helps to reinforce learning and can help students' test scores. Well, the only problem with that is that in countries like Japan and Denmark, where students have really high test scores, teachers are assigning little or no homework, while countries like Greece or Thailand or Iran have lower performing scores and are given more homework. The education of students is more than a numbers game, and it's not about competition. The pressure put on kids has a huge effect on their mental and emotional well-being, and homework plays a huge role in that. The American Psychological Association reports that typical school children today experience more anxiety than they did in the 50s. And a study conducted by Stanford backs this up. They have found that students who spend excessive amounts of time on homework experience more stress and a lack of balance. Students were more likely to drop activities and not see friends or family, and especially not pursue the hobbies that they enjoy. They felt obligated to do their homework over developing talents and skills that they found enjoyable. In this study, they said that this kind of busy work by its nature really discourages and teaches that homework is simply about points or grades. Not every amount of homework or assignment is about development. We should be promoting students to focus on their physical, emotional, and mental health. Younger students aren't able to identify that they have these needs, and so it's our job and our priority as adults to help them. The presence of homework has a negative effect on the health of our young people and the quality of time that they're spending with their family. So something miraculous happened in the last couple of years since we have phased out of homework and exchanged it for nightly reading at home. My kids have become avid readers, and they've discovered a love for learning. Their comprehension levels have increased, and their confidence has also doubled. Our academic scores at our school have improved, and we've actually eliminated our Title I status and our mark as a school that needs improvement. We have also, and most importantly, regained family time. We spend our evenings at the dinner table, we attend each other's sporting events, and we even take a stroll around the block sometimes. We don't lack routine. In fact, reading every night has encouraged my kids to settle down with a book before bed. It helps them to relax after a long day and let their minds wander with their imagination and freedom. I encourage you to evaluate how homework is defined in your local school district and advocate for a healthier and happier student population by taking a stand for more family time and less homework.